Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 41 of Direwolf20's server play series on Forgecraft2 with a bunch of people on today. Mikey Moo, Prague, Nickstick, Morvalira, A-Dubs, also Mdio, Mist, and Neptune and Soren are on TeamSpeak. How you guys all doing?
No.
Hello.
Hello.
What's happening? I'm going to set up a farm today. I'm going to use some new tools and new toys and new cool stuff. I said I was going to do this like off camera, but then I found like a really cool thing that I want to use and show you guys, so that's happening. We can expect that to happen, absolutely. As a matter of fact, I should probably have collected slightly more seeds. 34 seeds might be enough. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm just relocating some of my farm. Look at all this stuff too. Good potatoes. I've been missing potatoes a little bit. What is the best food to like maintain your saturation level?
Beef.
Is it beef? Because that's all I eat, and I feel like I'm hungry all the time.
Berries.
Berries can get me up to max saturation because I can keep eating them, right?
Hmm.
So I should probably make one of those things that's really awesome. The berry combination meal thing. Right?
Berry medley.
Yes, that.
Dog, where did you go?
That's what I'm thinking I should
I'm
make.
getting something.
Alright, so what I did do, guys, is set up out here in my area a couple 9x9 patches of dirt. Now, I know what you're saying. Direwolf is 9x9s. Hey, 9x9 is the official best range for a single water block. But I'm not going to use a single water block, because that's boring. Who wants to use a water block? Not me. Let's get some other cool stuff happening, shall we? Alright, what do I want? I want to clean up my inventory a little bit. I'll put barley away. Probably don't need this much stuff. That ought to do. Yes. I want an ender tank. I set this up between episodes, but I figured you guys would understand. I set it up between episodes. I realized like I was setting up all these liquiduct things that were like basically... Hello, I'm stuck. There we go. That were basically kind of all over the place. Oh, I have to re-enable my hotkey. I had these liquid pump things going on for a while, right? So I said, why not just set it up so that it goes into a yellow, yellow, blue ender tank, and that way that tank can fill things. Now, I'm not going to use that for things like my boiler, because I feel like my boiler drains water pretty rapidly, and we want to kind of not share that water for fear of explosions, which are bad. But I will share it in a couple places. Like, I'm sharing it, you know, over here. I think I put one over here somewhere. Yes, it's behind, there it is. So that water is going towards my fermenter. And I've also got one over somewhere around here for a, let's see if I can come back up through here and fix this little derpiness that I caused. I've got one on this carpenter, which is hooked up to water. So that's what we're doing. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to get one of Mikey's tanks, because Mikey has a cool tank in open blocks. You guys don't have to be all quiet, by the way.
Everyone makes fun of my microphone.
Well, in fairness, it, you know, is a pretty funny microphone.
Is awful and should get a new one.
Soren, have you ever heard of Amazon?
Have you ever heard of indecisive picking of mics?
Isn't that like a jungle or something somewhere?
I can recommend you a mic, Soren. It's the one that I use when I record. But I'm not going to say it on camera because people will laugh at me at how much of a noob I am for using such a cheap mic.
Is it the $15 one from the computer corner store?
It is not quite that bad, but it's pretty close. Like I don't think it's that
Type
terrible.
in TeamSpeak.
All right, I might just say it. Let's say it's like it's a Logitech USB mouse. Or mic. I mean Logitech USB mic, and it's a pretty good one. Like it's not like a pro, like, you know, like, I don't know, I know like a
Right.
lot of people on YouTube use like snowballs or something like really impressive sounding. It's not like that per se, but it gets the job done.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty good to me.
It's
I mean,
not
it's
a
better
bad mic.
than my mic doing this.
Ah! Ow!
I don't know what just happened, but it sounded bad. It didn't really sound bad.
What shape is your microphone, Dyer?
What's that?
What shape is your microphone? Because I'm looking, I have a microphone here that is a Logitech USB. I'm just wondering.
I don't know. It's just like a little desk mic. I don't think it even has a model number. It's just Logitech USB mouse. It was on Amazon.
Mouse again.
Or mic. Yeah. Well, Logitech in my brain makes mice. What do you want from me?
Yeah, and I'm just waiting for a mouse so that you just talk to it.
Yes. Well,
Broadcast.
it would be cool if a mouse doubled as a
Bad idea.
microphone.
You know, you hear this all day.
Why isn't it working?
It's like, I think I'm covering it up. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I use a Blue Yeti.
Yeah, those are like professional microphones.
Yeah, because I have the terrible habit of breaking headsets. And I also eat all the time and drink water, and then I forget that I move, and then I end up moving my mic around, and it's never in a good place.
But then you have a jet engine of a computer in the background.
Well, I'll have that regardless.
Sprinklers are cool, Mikey. Look at this awesome sprinkler we've got going on. 1, 2, 3,
Can't.
4. I know you can't, but they're cool. You should come see the sprinkler.
Working on it. Oh,
What did you break?
weird noises. Go. Go.
Soren like is proud of his loud noises now. So here's the deal, guys. Number one, sprinklers act like a water source in that they will keep land hydrated. So I don't have to worry about the fact that I don't have a water source here. That's cool. You know, not that a water source would be in any way cheaper than what I just did, but you get the point. Number two, they actually increase the growth rate of the plants nearby by just a little bit. But you can also throw bone meal in there that increases them by a little bit more. I don't know exactly how much. Mikey, did you ever find out exactly how much by chance? That much. There you go, guys. From the mod developer himself.
That didn't work.
You alright there, buddy?
That worked.
That's a lot, Soren. That's a lot of increasing.
That's a lot. That's how much it should.
Alright, so I'm going to get Mr. Wooden Golem with Harvest on, and let's get him set. He'll just kind of sit there and hang out and have a good time. I placed him on top of the sprinkler. He'll be alright. Don't worry about him. Let's even get a wireless thingy here to prove that it's correct. Soren add icon. I don't know what that means, but it sounds like a good idea.
Wait. Is that Ariane? Does it now?
Why do I have so few bone meal? Oh, that's right. I told it how to craft bone meal. Awesome.
Alright, if I see sort of greenish blue water with particles coming out of it, what does that mean?
It's gonna heal you, probably.
I don't know if I trust that.
I'm pretty sure that's what it means, but I'm not sure. But I think so. It's probably the healing water from Biomes of Plenty.
Is it, well, put your NEI tooltip over it, and if it's hot spring water, then it's good.
Yeah. There you go.
It just
If it's-
no. Doesn't it just says stone when I look at the block? It just shows a
Oh,
little block underneath.
well, give me a minute and the stream. Oh no, that's definitely hot spring water. Hop in.
Really?
Hop in.
I
It's
feel
good
like
for
it's
you.
gonna
Hop
dissolve me.
in.
Jump.
Go.
Now
Sounds
here's the deal, guys. I liked my golem collecting things, my gathering golem, but I'll be honest with you, his range is far too long. I want to have a setup where I have two farms near each other, but it really annoyed me how the golem would like run away from this farm and try and pick up stuff over here. Wasn't that annoying, Soren? Soren says yes, it was annoying, Direwolf.
Sorry, my network's like not wanting to cooperate with anything right now.
Fair enough, my good sir. So this golem can go in this chest for some reason. I'm going to come up with a little system that's going to collect all the drops nearby and do something with them. it should work out pretty well, but we're going to find out how well in just a moment. We'll be right back. Alright, we're back. So time to show you guys what I want to do. It's a little silly, maybe, that I'm doing it this way, but I really like the way it works. So let's take a look. I'm going to set this up like this initially. This magical little device is called a vacuum hopper. It's obsidian, a hopper, and an ender pearl. And you'll note that as an interface, you can right-click on it. It even says it's a vacuum hopper. And just like hoppers, it'll, hopper items down into its adjacent inventory and pop them in. So I have the hopper hooked up, or the vacuum hopper is hooked up to the hopper, doing exactly what a hopper would do. I guess the difference is, too, that the vacuum hopper moves stacks at a time instead of individual items, but that's fine. I'm not going to complain. The cool thing about the vacuum hopper is, oh, look what it's doing. Ta-da! If my magnet is not on, it's much more clearly obvious. The vacuum hopper will vacuum things up. Pretty cool, right? So as a matter of fact, I probably want to request interfaces for this thing. So let's get a few of them made. I'll get just 12 of them for now. How you doing, ZBW?
Hi, Di. I'm good. I'm trying to figure out why anchor cards aren't working.
That's a good question. Now, these things don't have a
Check the log files.
terribly large range, so I'm going to have one on each side, but that shouldn't be too big of a deal. Well, yeah, that should be okay. I think they have a 4-block radius. The only problem with that 4-block radius is I think there will be one little edge that it doesn't reach. But I just kind of like the way they look and work. Like I said, the problem with the gathering golems, so they won't suck up from the middle there.
Or from the corners.
Right, they don't suck up from the corners. So my solution to them not sucking up from the corners was this. It works.
Mikey, I have a request. Can you hear me? The vacuum hoppers, if you're attaching it to another vacuum hopper, can you make them actually connect?
Yeah, I found that they didn't connect to the corners, and I was like, oh, so close. But this works. Let's make sure that they hit the corners and collect from it. Like, I don't think this one in the middle here technically has to be a vacuum hopper at this point. It could probably just be a normal hopper, but whatever. It works. So that should be doing what we want it to do. Are you throwing apples at them?
No.
Maybe.
Probably.
Is it Soren? Then yes, apples.
I don't have UU matter.
I was about to say, unless he has UU matter, then UU matter.
I don't have UU matter.
We have UU matter, dude. It's just in liquid.
I don't have solid UU matter.
You need to ask player for like a squirt gun that you can run around and squirt UU matter at
No, I'm making a paintball gun. That's close enough.
people. Okay, that
We
works.
also need to ask player to make it so that we can use the new fancy exporting thing on induction furnaces.
I think induction furnaces, like for balance purposes, don't have the things, the module upgrade things. So I feel like this is working pretty well.
Yeah.
Except for this piece of cobble that's apparently stuck. I'll get it.
He's kind of silly though, isn't he?
A little bit. I think it's, I don't know if it was a syncing issue or what. So I'm going to run around and collect all the seeds here. Oh good, we're getting a lot of them. Perfect. And these guys shouldn't really have too much going on. Okay, good. So let me flesh out the whole, rest of this farm here. We're going to need a few more seeds. I've been processing all my seeds, which is why we're basically out of them. But that's not a big deal. How's my interfaces? Are we good here yet?
User joined your channel.
Hello, user.
Howdy, all night and all day.
Hey, it's Rorax. What's cooking?
Just really got up.
Cool. I am
Haven't been
recording.
doing a lot.
I'm playing with vacuum hoppers. I'm having a good time.
Vacuum hoppers, you say?
Yes.
Yep.
Are these
Vacuum.
the vacuum hoppers?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
little black node things are.
Like no things. Oh,
Yeah, with the particle effects around them.
Oh, it says something.
They're cool.
huh.
They work pretty well. When you don't have like 6 of them next to each other, they work pretty well. You know, maybe I should actually just remove. I think it'll still reach, right? If I clip this middle one here and do that, that'll still reach all areas of this area, won't it? Or will it fail here now? No, we're good. That works pretty well.
Ding.
Do you like Soren? Soren approve?
Yes.
Excellent. I'm wondering one more thing. Maybe I just want them to look nice. At this point, they're functional, but I would like them to look a little bit nice. Let's put them on the sides of this thing. Will this work and catch everything? I'm thinking maybe.
Why are we doing this hopper not to the directly?
What's that?
Why are we doing this to the hopper, not to the interface directly?
We could, but there needs to be one in the front there. And basically, like, if I did it to the interface directly, it would be over top of the
Oh,
thing.
yeah, but we're taking this side off, aren't we?
What's that?
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I just did this the opposite of what I meant to do. I was just testing if that would work, Soren. Alright, so this looks like a good design. It's cool looking. Vacuum hoppers for the win. Alright, we'll be back in a minute, guys. Alright, we're back, guys. So, I set up another farm, identical to the first one, basically. I'm going to throw some bone meal in the sprinkler. I'm not sure exactly how long that takes or how long it lasts or whatever, but it's there, and I'm pleased about it now. I've got a golem upgrade ready to go. So let's put him down. I'm going to put him there. That's a good spot. And he can have the animation core for harvesting and replanting things, which makes him awesome. Hooray! I really like vacuum hoppers. They are awesome. Alright, you should not have been doing that, but we'll see if that becomes a problem later. I'm not too worried about it. Oh, there goes my magnet. That's okay. Cool. We look good. I think we do. Alright, so we'll let these farms run for a little bit and see how well things go. I suspect that they'll go pretty well. The bone meal, like I said, inside the sprinklers should help things grow a little bit quicker. Maybe I should get a stack or 2. How am I for bones? Oh, I'm doing alright. Let's get 2 stacks of that stuff, and then we'll let it have a good time. Alright, we'll be back in just a moment, ready to move on to another project.
I know something like that.
Alright, we are back. And just want to give you guys an update on my bee system. Oh, I have bees. Soren, did I tell you I made a bee system?
Bees.
Bees are cool.
Bees.
I should make that Bosky item, but he said he's going to make it an infusion recipe next patch. So I was kind of going to do it as an infusion, but the bees keep poisoning me, and it's making me sad. So I might go ahead and just make one now and see how it goes. Let's see, what's involved in this crazy item? It's probably under Artifice. Yeah, there it is. Talisman of Remedium. Should be able to keep me healed. Cool. So I need some of that smoky quartz, enchanted fabric, and an ender pearl. I have to remember how to make smoky quartz. Oh, it's just coal
8
around.
quartz
Oh,
and a charcoal.
yeah, it's easy. That's really easy.
Super easy.
Yeah, not bad at all. And the enchanted wool is just like wool and string, if I remember correctly, right?
Correct.
Unable to communicate with controller again? Did my AE network derp a second time? Alright,
Why
something weird's
can't you
happening.
understand the...
YouTube will be back once I figure out why this is happening.
Nice and
Okay.
straight.
We are back, guys. That talisman crashes me every time I use it. So I was going to show it to you after I crafted it, but now it crashes me. So Not going to show it to you. But I do want to get set up with one more bit of farming here before we move on to something else. Oh, good. We've already got some demonstrations. Beautiful. So I should be able to just do something like this, and boom. Now we're talking. Haha. Alright, I've got a pumpkin, a melon, wood, trees, all kinds of stuff, seeds, cotton, carrots, potatoes. I think we're good. Anything else we need here, Soren? Soren's like, nah, we're good. Mikey Moo says we need cheese. Well, Mikey Moo, you add cheese and I will automate it.
By the way,
Yep.
better design for doing the passing loops is not to go sort of a sort of hook shape, but rather to do a sort of a forked Y shape, just because of the way
Yeah.
the signaling and stuff works. Oh, I have a turn.
It was just faster to do it that way.
No, I know.
Huh.
I'll
That's really
when
weird.
I lay the track down now, I'll do that. That's
Alright,
only
guys.
take an hour.
We'll be right back.
I don't know how
Alright,
you feel.
we're back,
Somebody
guys.
just walked up to you and punched you in the face.
Aww. I'm setting up another export bus. I want to export honey, but I don't want to kill all my honey. Typically, I kind of like to have a little bit of excess laying around, just so I can fill up like my Beealyzer, which I haven't gotten around to making yet, that kind of thing, right? So let's set it up like so. That's the one thing about these. That'll probably do. And we'll say that if we have honey, we want to keep 64. When levels are above or equal to 64, then emit a redstone signal. Currently they are not above 64 because I have a stack in my inventory. And I'll say this is active with signal, move one at a time. And you are going to be set to export honey. So that should work. Cool. So now if I put this back in, redstone signal's on, honey's being exported, and the redstone signal will turn off when we run out of honey. See? It stops at 63. Cool. Maybe just to be a little bit careful about it, I'll make it 65. There we go. That works. Yeah. There we go. Above or equal to. So when it was 64, it emitted. So now it'll only emit when it's at 65. Cool. Alright, I'm going to run some cabling underground here. And we'll be right back. Ah, cables. And that should be a bit of cable running. Energy pulsar. Do your thing. Fluid.honey is draining out. And should show up in the steel tank momentarily. Cool. Alright, so bee production's doing well. We could probably use a little bit of effort to get these guys up and running. So we've got our bees. Anything else I need to do with them just now? I don't think so. Do I want to set them up another water? I have a water princess here. Thinking about maybe just start with that. What do the water princesses produce? They produce damp combs 30% of the time, which has watery propolis, which creates water in a squeezer. Well, yeah, it's not really necessary at this point. I don't need them. What other bees? Oh, you know what I want to probably start producing? The rocky ones. Oh, you know what? It's not even worth doing the rocky bees. All right, I should probably start thinking about how I'm going to get power over there. I do have an idea. Let me see if I can get this to work. Theoretically, this might work.
Pandora officially does not like me working on my Wii U.
Haha. Hello there, Steam and Ender Tank. How are you doing?
What doesn't like you using your Wii?
Pandora.
Okay.
I'm going to make a few industrial steam engines. I'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back. And I've got a little test to do. Ender tank full of steam. Actually, I don't want him there. I want him probably here. And you know what? I forgot something that I'm probably going to need. Where's the thing that does stuff for me? I want some plugs. Alright, Digger 2. We're going to test how many of these steam engines can we run. I'm just going to put like one here. I should probably have stuff, but we're going to see how many of these we can run with one set of power. Because I should be able to run these steam engines like so. So let's see if one works. This should work, if I'm right. All we need to do is whack that thing, and there goes some steam. Cool. Look at that. And this thing should build up steam. Because steam is basically a liquid, like in that it works like a liquid, in that it travels through anything a liquid can send. So it shouldn't have a problem powering my industrial steam engine here. You can see this guy's building up MJ. That's cool. I want to make sure of two things. First off, I want to make sure that it stops at 8. Because theoretically, that's when it should stop. Right? And second off, I want to see how much can be powered by a single line and by a single ender tank. So that's right around 8. And now if I pop this dude right here, we should also have about 8 still on both. This guy will have to fill up his little internal buffer, but we should be good. So at least as a proof of concept, this is working. We want to put some power into him, actually, so that he starts producing MJ in theory. There we go. Cool. He's accepting steam now. Let's give these guys a minute to equalize. Alright guys, we're back. I'm pretty sure about this fact, but it looks like an ender tank can transfer enough steam at a time to handle 2 engines. This guy's definitely at 8, and this guy should be coming up to 8 now. That should be good, and this guy's probably falling because he's running out of steam. So it looks like we can do 2 engines per ender tank pairing. That's not the end of the world. I think 2 engines should be sufficient to power most of the stuff in here. We'll have to figure out what we can do, but I think we should be able to manage. If we need more power, I mean, here's the thing. Extra bees machines are really expensive. We'll have to see, though. I mean, worst case, I could always throw an actual boiler in here if I needed to, and just, you know, go nuts powering the machines with all the MJ that's coming out of a full-size boiler, but it just feels silly building a full-size boiler for that remote bee room. But I just can't think of any other better way to transfer power across dimensions like that. I mean, I'm producing a lot of steam, but obviously it looked to me like 2 engines was about all that a ender tank could manage to accept and then send out. Like, because right now I'm obviously creating more steam than I'm using, a lot more in this tank. We've only got a few engines on, and this thing's barely putting out anything, 0% output, yeah. So it's not that I wasn't producing enough steam, it's just that one ender tank wasn't able to output it fast enough, I guess. So I'll do a little testing probably between this episode and next. Rorax, do you have level... You probably have level 2 access to the base. If you have any trouble getting through my portal, let me know, Rorax. Because I had troubles with my Minecraft, with my portal gun portal a moment ago. Alright, so for now, guys, I think we do have to wrap up the episode, though. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode. We'll be back next time to... I want to start working between this episode and next on that big bee surprise that I have for you guys. It's going to be pretty awesome. I'm pretty excited for it. I can't wait to show you, but it just requires a little bit of off-camera work. Alright, so for now, Direwolf20 signing off. Take it easy.